right, everybody. Welcome back to Exceptional Anecdote My Sibling. Episode 4.
And that's the show.
All right, goodbye, everybody. See you next time. Don't forget to watch. So we're going to open the show today, actually, with a little problem or something that's been irritating me. Chris, do you want to open this up, or?
Oh yeah, just the overwhelming feedback. I'm doing quote symbols
opinions,
because you can see me right now. Quote symbols of the first few episodes of the show. There's been a couple that kind of irritated the hell out of me, but there's quite a few that bugged you. 'Cause it's all coming to you. No one even says anything to me.
And they don't even post it. They don't even post it in the actual comments section, which is where all of you
go to you.
They're like, "Hey, let me call you on the phone, Anthony, specifically, and let me message you on Facebook like 20 times in a row." But actually, before we get to what I have to say, I want to hear what specifically bothered you, because I don't think you've told me what you've heard or what bothered. Or should I just start with?
Well, everything that I've heard is what you've told me, so I haven't heard anything else. Like I said, no one's come to me. They only go to you, and then you tell me what they say.
Okay.
So either you're lying, or everybody's in.
Well, sadly, I'm not lying, and I already confronted a few of them and told them that we would be bringing this up. And
all right, well, let's start with the one that
not to take it personally.
The hell out of me the most.
Was it Shang?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
First of all, the length of a podcast.
Okay, let's just do a disclaimer first. Do not take this personally. It's nothing against you. It's just, why does everyone have the need to have an opinion when, you know what, if you want to do it your way, all right? But we're doing this, and it's a fucking podcast, okay? It's not a video. All right, let's just go into it. Let's just
fuck that disclaimer. I hate all of you. Now let's go.
I don't. Scott, I love you and your kids, but I want to start with that one.
Scott, I don't even know you. I like your dog.
Callie's adorable. She's literally the most beautiful and adorable dog I've ever known.
Don't get off topic.
All right. I know. All right. I'm fucking angry. All right. Look, I get it. Yeah, it would be cool if you could see our faces and see our reactions and shit like that. But first, no one else has said that. If everyone says it, then yeah, we might actually buy the equipment we need to do. Well, that would be on me. You already have everything you need now. You're good. Since Jose gifted you that laptop and all, you know. No, we're not going to do video. Because why? Because it's a podcast, all right? Yeah. It is like a radio show without commercials, even though we have to have LucriCorp on our asses in the middle of our episodes. But other than that, it is an episode to listen to. You get to sit there, put it behind whatever you're doing. You can be working, you can be exercising, and you don't have to stare at it. You don't have to. I mean, if you want to look at our goofy faces, go ahead. Stare at the one picture we have. But no.
I was going to say, yeah, because my beef with the camera idea is you're fucking ugly. So it's I don't want people to see that.
I'd say we're equivalent. So however attractive you feel. Dude. Actually, fuck that. I'm hotter than you. I'm out.
Me and Rebecca
end of the show. Goodbye.
Perfect face. Me and Rebecca make perfect face.
Who the hell is Rebecca?
It's my beard.
Oh, you named your... we'll get into that later. Also, actually, on that note, what you just said was the image. People, including Scott, actually multiple people said this. They were like, well, maybe when you switch topics, you should put pictures up of what you're talking about. No. Again, it is... Go ahead.
Because it's a podcast.
Yes, thank you very much,
That's
Christopher.
The name of this episode.
You know what? We're doing it. Yeah, because it's a podcast. Okay. Yeah. Now, then my brother comes in. I love him. Obviously, he's my brother, and the rule applies through my whole life. The only one who gets to fuck with him is me. No one else gets to mess with him. However, Michael. No, we are not. Shut up, Chris. I told you that rule is.
I just said the rule.
I'm flying over to Ohio right now. No, he was like, oh, before even listen. Well, he listened to like 3 seconds of it, and he goes, you know, it'd be really cool if you played music quietly in the background for the whole thing.
Like a gaming video.
What is this? Oh wait, it's a podcast, okay? It's about us talking and ranting and talking about the issues and all this and that. Not not a flashy Battlefield 4 video, okay? What were the Shang? Let's go to Shang now. First goddamn comment that we have ever received on our first episode. So he basically probably just shit all over our reputation because he was the first one to do this. So that's why this one bothers me so much. He could have at least added an LOL and then like, but good work, guys. No, all he said was, this is 78 minutes. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know what, buddy? Find me a podcast that is less than an hour and a half long. There are ones out there that are 4 hours, 3 hours. At least we are doing between.
I mean, there's the 10-minute podcast.
Nah, fuck that shit.
But that's a gimmick podcast. Like, it's 10 minutes on purpose.
Yeah,
and they do it, I think, like every day.
Every frickin' day.
Every fucking Sorry, man.
Let me think. What else was there? I'm trying to think if there was anything else. I don't think so. Oh, and then you get these people who don't even listen to it, and they're like, "Oh, I'd love to be on it." And I was like, "Really? Would you? Okay, so what would you talk about?" Oh, I don't know. Well, you would have to bring up talking points and approve them with us before you. Well, never mind. You know what? All right, go away. What are you just trying to get like a 15 minutes of fame kind of thing? Like, get out of here. Yeah. Get out of here. All right.
You know what? I appreciate the compliment that you think being on this show is going to get you somewhere professionally.
Sure.
I mean, it won't, but you know, hey.
It's like today, Brandy was asking me, and yes, I'm using your name, Brandy, because you're coming up later in a few stories. But
the musician?
No, the nurse. The sexy nurse. Yeah.
Wow.
Not even kidding either. Anyway, yeah, let's get off of that.
This escalated too quickly.
Oh crap! What was even my point?
Right,
no. She asked, what is our goal for the future of this podcast? And I said, honestly, I don't need to be famous. I don't care. I do want to build an audience.
Of course, a woman would ask that question. What's your goal?
That's funny that you mentioned women because we're
not
going to be
being dead. That's my 5-year plan.
Yeah,
I don't want to die.
I want to be alive still in 5 years.
5 years alive.
But it was an interesting question. So I told her, I was like, well, this is how I feel. I don't know how Chris feels, but it'd be cool if it helped our channels or it got really popular. What I want though is to build an audience, please them, make it an enjoyable show, and keep it the way it is. I enjoy literally. I get to sit here and talk to one of my closest friends for an hour and a half or however long it is and just shoot the shit. So as long as I'm happy and enjoying it, that is my goal. And I don't care if, I do want to build an audience, obviously, because I think they'd enjoy it. I do. I mean, there's got to be people out there that would, right? I hope.
No, not at all. There's nobody out there. Hey, audience, you hear that? He wants to pleasure you.
I do like pleasing.
I'm pleasing.
I'm a giver, not a taker, and that's true and true. Hear that, Brandy? On the women note, so I think we're done ranting about how everybody has a fucking opinion. Can I get into and I know this is going to be a dangerous, and I will try to make it as clear and eloquent as possible so that people know I'm not against. Well, what do you think? Should I just?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, go man.
All right.
This is your horse.
So this is my part. Yeah, like Chris probably won't be talking unless you have something to say. Please do. But
no.
I am okay. I have to word this right. I am so frustrated and tired and sick of seeing these comments and videos of I'm going to use the phrase extremist feminism. As far as I'm concerned, it is the terrorism of feminism. That kind of shit. Okay? Because I am by definition a feminist. Okay? By definition. Yet you have these women, these innumerous amounts of people making videos, posting comments. I just did one some other day. This poor guy just posted a video because it was funny. That's it. It was just funny, and it was made to just be funny, not to have an opinion, not to be political. And of course, what do I get tagged in, or not tagged in? What do I see when it gets created? Oh, this woman posts something about how oh, leave it to the men to indignify the women and blah, blah, blah. You know what? It had nothing to do with that. Now, to further my point, this also has a lot to do with the women that say, men are all pigs because they don't like us heavier women. Now, I would like to find a skinny woman who has ever had to say that. But here's my response to the heavier women who think that all men are pigs just because a percentage of us don't like hefty women. Now, I can name off the bat 4 or 5 friends who love their thickness. They love the... So don't even give me that shit. So that right there, saying that all men are pigs, you're an idiot, all right? Get your extremist beliefs, put them in a box, and shove them up your ass, all right? Now, here's what I have to say. This is why I like... And I've dated, like, I've actually had 2 or 3 girlfriends that were not... First of all, I think there is definitely a too skinny. I hate too skinny. But I'm not attractive to too big. And I'm sorry, but here's why. And if you don't like these reasons... And Chris, I want you to be honest and actually give a response to these opinions, because I want to know if I'm being an asshole about this. However, so here we go. If you are too big, there's usually 2 reasons. It's genetic / glandular and thyroid, whatever the hell your excuses are. It's either genetic or you're just unhealthy, don't give a shit about yourself, and eat like a pig, all right? And I'm just flat out saying that. Now, I don't want... Okay, my goal is to get married and have children. I mean, you know this. Like, I treat my lizard like my child. and that is my goal in life. When you have to remind yourself, why am I alive? What do I want? That's what I want. I want to get married. I want to have kids. I want to raise them. I want to make them better than me. I want to love them. And they sit there, and it's like, all right, here, let me get to the point.
Yeah.
If you're heavy, why would I want heavy kids? It's unhealthy, okay? I want my kids to be healthy and strong and smart and wise and moving through life and be good. Oh, well, it's genetic. Okay, same problem. So now you want to pass these genes to them? So either you can't take care of yourself, so why should I trust you being able to take care of my kids with me? Or it's genetic and it's going to happen through genetic. No, I'm sorry. That is not okay to me. And I am allowed to have that opinion. Now tell me I'm wrong. Am I wrong?
I'll say this.
Go ahead. It's your turn.
By the way, you're a fucking idiot. Second of all,
Why?
just for the fact that you would openly admit these things in a
Look,
public.
I don't care. I don't care. This is me,
I know,
man.
that's the best part. Okay, so let me respond to most of it. So the majority, first of all, that opinion of having a preference of size of woman, that's not a bad thing. I'll say that everybody's allowed to have a preference.
Absolutely.
I have friends whose preferences could be mistaken as racist.
Well, you love your wife, and even go ahead. Sorry, you keep.
Well,
talking.
let me finish. So my friends have preference. I have a friend who has a preference solely based on previous relations.
Like what worked, what didn't work, kind of thing.
No.
Or just what he was attracted to.
Essentially, he preferred women who had never been with black men, but he's a
Wait, what? That sounds a little racist.
It is. It sounds racist, but he's actually got more black friends than me.
Oh, okay.
It's confusing.
Huh.
But it's
maybe it's a penis size thing.
Probably. That's.
Yeah.
I mean, that's you can assume that's what it is.
He's yeah.
But no, it's a preference, and you know what? I don't care about your preferences. Only thing that would ever bother anybody is if you turn those preferences into attacks.
Yes, that shit. Look, we are in no way.
We're like, hey, you're fucking not my type. Like, that would hurt feelings. But here's the thing about preferences. 99% of the time, it's never a vocal thing. It's just you might walk into a bar, see 4 women, 3 of them are kind of chubby. In your mind, you are never going to look at those 3 women again.
Me.
That is the last time you've looked at them and decided.
Well, look at them, maybe talk to them. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, in the sense of potential mating.
Yeah, sure. Yes,
that's the last time you're looking at them.
In that way, yes.
Exactly. So that's the silent preference. the people who have to go in like, I don't fuck with fat chicks, like immediately.
See, fat shaming and shit like that. See, you got to understand, people, there's another side to it. Like, I have girl friends who aren't super fit, and I would go all the way. Let's just say, and you know who you are, guys. Like, I'm okay. Personality sometimes does trump, like my physical feelings, but there is in no way, it is not okay on the other side of it. I hate seeing fat shaming. I hate seeing men be misogynistic and even if they're skinny women and they're being treated like shit, like none of that is okay. This is not about like there is right and there is wrong, but I'm more vocalizing how annoying.
Well, that's the thing. So that's what I was going to say. Your opinion is not wrong because it is your opinion and you're allowed to have it. But just like the people who think this show is too long, shut the fuck up about it. You know what I mean? Keep that shit to yourself.
Can we call him Ricky Dick? I'm just going to call him Ricky Dick because he hates it.
Yeah, the Rick Meister. No, like I said, your opinion's not wrong. It's just there are people. There's always going to be one person who takes your opinion offensively, even if it's not.
And it's an opinion.
No, I'm saying, but that's the point.
Yeah.
Everybody takes an opinion offensively. At least one person takes every opinion.
Like somehow I'm directing it at them directly.
Yeah, a thicker woman, maybe even a woman who's not so much.
Who cares? Any person, man or woman, that takes this personally is an idiot. I'm just gonna say it. You're an idiot.
But that's
their prerogative.
Yeah.
It's. Dude, don't even get me started on millennials.
You're allowed to express your opinion. This is our fucking show. So yeah, express your opinions. But if your question was, are you like an asshole? Like,
am I being offensive?
Yeah, are you being offensive? Of course you are. It doesn't matter if you meant to be or not. It doesn't matter if what you're saying is offensive or not. You're always going to be offensive.
But it's not directed at anyone particular, and
as long as you make that clear, I know
it really
you're not being a dick. But there's always going to be someone who goes, no, it doesn't matter what you say now. You've already said the hurtful thing.
Yeah.
And fuck those people. But anyway, so yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying. I respect the what you're doing. But can I talk about something that annoys the fuck out of me?
Go for it, buddy.
I hate obnoxious sneezers. Like, absolutely obnoxious sneezers.
I'm so glad you confused the shit out of me when you said, hey, we're going to bring this up. Just type this down. What?
For those who don't know what he's talking about, basically throughout a week before we record, we'll message each other like, hey, I'm putting this on the topic list. Because that's how we remember what to talk about.
Yeah.
We have a list.
I think that's normal.
I just messaged him and said, hey, add obnoxious sneezing to the fucking
And that was
list.
it. That's all I got. I was like, what?
I didn't bring it up. Yeah, because that's the life of having a podcast with your buddy. Is there's now like 80% of what you would normally talk about.
Well, we don't even get to talk. We literally can't tell each other these awesome stories because we're like, no, save it for the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Save for the podcast. That's the name of the next episode. Save for the podcast. No, so anyway, I'm at Walmart, Wally World, and I'm in the bathroom area. I'm looking for toothbrush holders with the wife and kids out, and I hear this like, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? I thought someone was vomiting. Like literally, my wife even thought somebody was vomiting.
Oh.
And it was like right after the one after the other.
Jesus.
I'm like, okay. That's not vomiting, because vomiting is like usually a consistent sound. But and all of a sudden I hear it again, and it's getting louder. And I never got to see the fucking person, but basically it was a sneeze.
Oh
they were
God.
fucking sneeze. That was
See, it's funny that I see when you had me type this down, I thought it was that you hated the sneezes themselves and that you had, like, you were just like frustrated with sneezing so much. But
no,
this is totally different.
Who obnoxiously sneeze. Like, my wife has an obnoxious sneeze. I'm not afraid to talk about it. She has a sneeze that, I'm not fucking kidding you, will scare the fucking shit out of me all the time. Because it sounds like a gun. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, not like a pow.
Did you ever
like that.
See, you didn't watch...
It's the air coming out of the nose. It's just that fucking sound can scare the shit out of me. And I don't sneeze like that. Mine's like it's like a fucking radio.
Oh, I couldn't do that. Mine's usually like that. Like I mean, I can't. It's normal. I think it's normal.
Volume.
Yeah.
Is it volume or volume?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Stop, Christopher! I swear to God, it is
volume.
Let's go over the letters real quick. VOLUME. Okay.
Volume.
Vol.
Volleyball.
Volume, not Valium. It's not a fucking pill that you take to go to sleep.
Maybe my druggie's coming out. So volume. Okay.
Yes.
It's the volume of the sneeze that it gets on my fucking nerve. Like, and here's the thing, the other end of that spectrum, I want to punch you in the fucking...
So you don't watch Community. I really got to bring this up. So for those of you who have watched Community, I hope you remember the episode where Troy, played by Danny Glover, or Donald, how does he, is it Donald? Donald Glover, yeah. Great guy. Great actor.
Danny Glover is...
Yeah. The other black guy.
He's getting too old for this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
They replaced him with Donald Glover.
But Donald Glover starts sneezing in one of these episodes. So, oh, jeez. Who's the guy from Vacation? Chevy Chase. So he gets these, he literally sneezes like, and people start laughing at him, and he's looking around like, what? I'm trying to have an opinion about something serious. Now you're not taking me. So an old Chevy Chase comes up to me. He's like, listen, buddy, like, it has to come out like this. He's basically teaching him how to confidently sneeze, which will encapsulate, whatever the word. It will gather an audience just to hear you speak. So later in the episode, he walks by his friends and he's like, and they all look at him like, damn, all right, and they're shaking their head. But I agree, man. When people sneeze, like my dad, this always used to bother me. Like my dad, he would just cough, and when he had to cough, it would just be like, he wouldn't cover his mouth or anything. I mean, he does now because I've had to tell him like 8 times, like, dude, come on. I mean, you're a smart guy. You're a very smart guy. But he'd just be like, and it's like, all right, calm down, all right? Please. And again, yeah, you're right. On the flip side, like, no. What was that? What are you, an anime little girl or some shit? Like,
yeah. I want to get violent with people when I hear that shit. I have a problem.
I don't know. It would bother the shit out of me, but actually, I don't think I've ever heard an annoying or an obnoxious sneezer before, personally.
Oh my god.
Hiccups, on the other hand, well, that's more of like a personal thing. Like, dude,
the hiccups are different.
Yeah,
I feel like because
yeah.
it's like it's your body forcing that.
It's
shit.
funny to hear it, but it sucks when it's you and they're painful or they won't stop. And especially when you're recording it. Like, imagine me hiccuping through this whole podcast. That would drive me insane, you insane.
Like, we're done.
Yep. Bye, guys.
I think drunk hiccups are fun. I think those are.
I don't care what kind of hiccups people have. It's just I feel bad for them because it just doesn't go away.
No, it doesn't.
Oh man. Sending you a little message here. Sorry. Anyway, so there is something else that I hope you remember, but you had me write this, and this is for Brandy. If you're listening, this is where your part is coming in. Chris, I want you to open us up with. I don't want to say sexual regrets because it doesn't have to be sexual, but like relational. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be sexual, but to broad it more, relational regrets that we've had in the past, things we've done or haven't done that we wish we did, and you
relational.
Well, it could be sexual for you. I don't know. I'm just saying if you brought it out.
I'm not a Nancy, so.
Look, dude. There's 4 kids listening, so.
That's a parenting issue. It's not my shit.
Honestly, it's no one's fault that kids are able to get on YouTube these days and watch whatever the hell they want.
I don't blame them. I'm just saying, there's ways to prevent it.
There definitely are, but let's face it.
If I'm the guy teaching your kid, I'm just gonna say there's worse people out there.
Yeah, but we will try to keep this section like I don't know. Actually, I want to hear what because you were the one who brought this to me, and then I was like, oh my goodness, I have a lot of stories about that. But I want to hear what you had to say. Did you remember by any chance?
Well, kind of. So when I said sexual regrets, I'm just kind of thinking like things that happened that I regretted doing. And then you kind of brought up like, what about things you never got to do? And like, yeah. God, I didn't even think about it. Let me get that.
Well, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Declaration of
Independence. Start it off.
So my big thing that I totally regretted was first, when I lost my V card.
Oh, yes.
That whole experience.
Teach your kids that one, parents.
Well, yeah. Well, this is going to be a lesson for a lifetime.
Yeah.
So that whole experience was numb to me, and for two reasons. One, I didn't feel anything. And
wait,
two,
emotionally or physically?
Physically, I physically could not feel
Were
a
you
thing.
drunk?
Emotionally, I was in there because my adrenaline was rushing. I wore 2 condoms.
Oh yeah, that never works, buddy.
And the reason why is because someone had put the fear of God into that girl that if the condom breaks, you're pregnant, your life's over. We could have just like not had sex, but you know that I guess that was
or just wore one condom.
Well,
you know,
my dick looked like a grub worm.
Oh, that's good.
Oh man, yeah. So
feed it to my lizard.
You know that green worm from Bug's Life, the one that turns into a pretty butterfly.
Oh yes, the pretty butterfly.
Yeah, that's how my dick looked, bright red.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I didn't even what's the good word? It finished. Yeah, I didn't finish.
You know, I guess I could get into my first time, but go ahead. I had the same experience you did. It was nothing.
That,
it meant
that was
nothing.
my first
it was
regret.
terrible.
My second regret, or at least my biggest regret, is so I worked at White Castle. That was my first job.
The Castle of White?
The Castle of White with the sliders of burger.
The burger of cheese.
I actually have a funny thing to say about that. Anyway, so a girl that I worked with there, who had a boyfriend, one day just like started hitting on me, and I was like, okay, this is kind of interesting. I'm young. This doesn't happen to me very often, and it went on for a few days, and then finally, she offered to give me a ride home after work. It led to interaction, and right before it started, I asked. Oh God!
Have you told this to your wife, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if I didn't, hello.
Well, here you go, Tony.
I asked her if she was clean.
Like showered or like clean, like clean,
like STD. Like,
yeah.
Are you a dirty birdie? Because I'm 16 and not trying to die.
Yeah, nah, not for me.
Out the gate, I asked that question, and somehow it still happened. I looking back on it, I'm like,
well, you're a horny little teenager, man.
Like, get the hell out of my car, you fucking idiot.
No, I disagree. That's a fair question, dude, because honestly, I always ask that. And I don't get. All right, we'll get into the rudeness because I'm bad at that, but go ahead.
I actually have a worse one than anything that you could probably bring up. So, that same session that I asked, are you clean? I followed it up because there was a bit of an odor that started to muster.
Had it happen before?
Now that I'm an adult, I know that it was me.
Wait.
In the moment, I didn't know that it was me, and I said, "Is that you?"
Oh no!
To which she replied, "Shh."
Yeah. Hey man, that means she was into it. At least you had a solid woman on your hands. Like, good for you. I mean, good for her.
She was a senior. I was a freshman.
Wow, you slimy little shit. Nice.
Well, no, you missed the beginning of it, dude. She had a boyfriend.
Whoa.
When it happened, yeah. So that is just one giant regret for me. Okay. On top of that, she's married to him today.
Oh wow. Oh, is this the girl you were saying was starting to message you and you were talking to her still? But she's married and it's all good. And
actually, that person's no longer married to that person.
All right. Well, don't tell your wife this shit. He's not talking to any women. Don't worry.
No, that trust me, you're good. Anyway. Yeah. But yeah, so that's mine. That's my biggest. Now let me think of. Well, you talk about the regrets. Can
I tell one real quick that as far as what I feel bad about, because you said I said I could be kind of a, like, I'm a blunt person. I'm sorry. Like, I see no reason in being.
You smoke blunts. I get it.
No. No, I don't see the purpose in beating around the bush and. No, look, beating around the bush.
Yeah. I'm 2 years. I'm a 6.
I know we're resorting to our high school comedy here.
And remembering my past, I have turned into 16.
Yeah, exactly. Hi guys, welcome to our podcast.
Welcome to our podcast. This is Westland High School.
Don't forget to join my free gift card giveaway.
Friend me on MySpace.
Yeah, MySpace, not Facebook, because that doesn't exist yet.
So teenage you was Mickey Mouse?
All right, hear me out on this one. You're gonna love I have tried so hard to not tell you this story this whole time, so I'm stoked. All right. Okay. So there was a girl in high school that I always liked. We were always friends. I wouldn't say we're close friends at all anymore. We're on Facebook together, and that's
about as close as humans get anymore.
I mean, look at us. I mean, that's bullshit. But I mean,
no, we started somewhere else, and it escalated to Facebook.
Yeah, when you game with someone, it is a little different because there is social interaction. But
we're basically married.
Yeah, I mean, according to your wife, we're boyfriend. But
so you better correct that shit.
Sorry, extremist feminist. Watch out.
Yeah. Don't assume my gender in a game.
I associate with trees. That's my gent. Shut the
I have
fuck.
wood. Wait, what?
Oh. All right. Let me tell you the story. So I'm not going to use her name because I have always respected her, and this is why I did what I am about to tell you. Okay. I respect her, and I still today, like, she is beautiful and fun and funny, but we'll put it this way: if you want to find her on Facebook, she's got a 3-part name, one first name, 2 last names.
Mary-Kate Olsen?
Good luck. Mary-Kate and Awesome? What?
No, I said Mary-Kate Olsen.
Oh. Mary-Kate and Awesome, bro!
You're in Cali, it's not possible to say that.
So it was a little bit after high school, and I was probably a freshman in college, and for whatever reason, we ended up in the parking lot in her SUV of our high school, and somehow we started making out, which was great. Like, I was happy, I was excited, but then when she was kissing me, it was like imagine the Death Star had a tongue and it wanted to destroy a planet. Okay. And my mouth was just being like
my mouth was Luke Skywalker.
My mouth was being molested by a tongue. And it wasn't even kissing. It was just like this violent attack, this onslaught of tongue on mouth action. And so when we were done, I was like, listen, you know what's sad? I actually forgot her name. I mean, I can look her up right now and find her immediately, but right now in the moment, I forgot her name. Anyway,
it's probably
no, I'm not going to say her name. She probably won't even ever find out about the podcast anyway. But she'll remember this for sure because this is when Anthony fucked up and screwed up a relationship.
I've been trying to figure out something in my head. So her mouth, Death Star with tongue. Your mouth, Alderaan.
My tongue is beautiful. My tongue knows exactly.
I was saying.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Destroy your mouth.
Yeah, no.
Star Wars references.
Yeah, and of all planets, I agree with you. I'm saying of all planets, Alderaan. Like, come on, peace and tranquility and eloquence.
My mouth, you come out happy.
and so we're done.
Weird.
We're done making out. And I look at her, and yes, admittedly, I was a little drunk at the time. This was a long time ago.
Tipsy.
Yeah, tipsy. There you go. But I looked at her. I was like, "Listen, can I just be honest with you? Like I don't want to hurt your feelings or anything."
I love where this is going.
Oh, jeez, Anthony, when will you ever learn? Well, I straight up told her the truth because that's what I do. I tell the truth, and it sucks because you're.
I gotta know how you worded this.
All right, I told her your tongue was too violent. It felt like it was just wrapping around everywhere and doing nothing.
I'm filing charges.
I really enjoyed making out with you, but I'm just saying, like, maybe you can, learn from. I said learn from this. Like an asshole.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Dude, I'm a 19-year-old kid. What the hell?
Are you a professor?
No, I'm an asshole apparently. And dude, I swear to God, when we were done hanging out, like she was
kissing, you fired.
She was nice, and then she left. It's been how old am I? It's been 10 years since we've ever had a serious no. Since we've ever had a serious conversation or like got together or Yeah, it's
Hi, three-name person.
I fucked up extremely, and I feel so bad, and I hope she hears this one day and knows
You know what?
that.
I'm gonna make you feel better about that. I think my prediction is that she left that conversation going, you know what, three-name person, I need to get my shit together. My kissing game is off, and I'm whack, and I'm never gonna get me a man unless I figure out this tongue game. And
Kissing is important to me. If you're bad at kissing, get the hell out of my mouth. I'm sorry.
Get out of my mouth.
Just that region. Everything else, you're.
The three-name person has found her mate, and he enjoys getting the back of his mouth completely
I'm trying to look her up right now.
Both.
Oh, I know her name. I remember her name. Yep, I found it, but I'm not going to say it.
Don't say it. Say it.
Can I say the first name? Can I say the first name?
Say it. Say it. Don't say it, man. Say it.
Alex. Her first name was Alex.
Oh, it's a dude. I knew it.
No, it's not. Nah, sadly, according to all gay men, I'm gay, but I'm not. I'm not.
Oh, God. Dude, my buzzer's going off. So-and-so's, you know who they are.
The wife?
No, the buzzer. The other demon.
Wait, what other buzzer do you have? I'm blanking out now.
You didn't get a buzzer? I'm the only one with a beeper from LucriCorp?
Oh, shit. Oh, here they go. Yep, I'm here. Guys, we'll be back after this evil corporation's sponsoring message. Every 30 seconds, an attention-seeking megalomaniac sends at least 5 photos of their pets to unsuspecting innocent bystanders. These people are forced to deal with the unrelenting irritation of having to stare at what might be the most awkward photos of animals known to mankind. They're left with a sense of sadness and guilt. Sadness for their eyes having to constantly receive these horrendous photos, and guilt in not being able to tell the sender to dip their mobile device in a vat of acid. Hello, my name is Anthony Erdman, and today I've come to you along with PAPS, People Against Pet Selfies, to put an end to this suffering. For only the amount of time it takes to unfriend one person, we ask that you seek these monsters out and unfriend them. Every contribution goes towards PAP's efforts to ending these frustrating and unnecessary actions. Go to the PAP's website to make your donation today, and together we can make everyone's DMs a little less pet-filled. Ad paid for and created by LucriCorp.
Welcome back. That was the thing. All right.
Yes. Hey, does anyone else hate that song as much as us? Fuck you, Sarah McLaughlin.
Yeah. Whoever the hell that was.
I mean, did you hear how beautiful her voice was, though?
First of all, the vocalizing of Mumbles was fantastic.
She's a beautiful singer, but I hate that song.
Yeah, dude. Hey, but that message, though, man, that's real.
Hey, you know what? It almost feels like it was pointed at one particular person's direction, but, we'll never know. I don't know. LucriCorp doesn't tell us anything.
Yeah, no, they just post things. And then they tell us to put it on there. By the way, you did get a beeper? I got a beeper.
Man, I must have turned mine off.
It's weird. They even gave me batteries for it. Like, super prepared.
And let me guess, they made you pay for it, because let's face it, fuck LucriCorp.
Yeah, well, they said you were paying for it, so I don't.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to check your checks, man.
All right. Well, welcome back, everybody, to the show. I'm trying to open up our talking points, and I lost them.
John Cusack.
Here it is.
That's my default when
how sexy is that man? Hey, man, I love John Cusack. Honestly, I'm just going to say this right off the bat. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if I were gay, just so you know, everyone, Timothy Olyphant and Jensen Ackles, period. Hands down, that's it. I'm done. Like, I'm good. I'm good.
Brady Quinn.
Brady Quinn.
Former Notre Dame quarterback. I would let him take me to the moon.
Brady Quinn. Let me look that up real quick.
Yeah, you got to look that up. Look Brady Quinn.
The white dude?
Look up beach.
With the big-ass neck?
Brady Quinn on a beach.
Beach. All right.
Yeah, dude. He's rock my world.
I mean, he definitely... Wait, what? He's kind of pudgy now.
But
yeah, no, I see it. Yeah, good-looking guy. Good-looking guy.
I'd hit that, or I'd let him hit me. One or the other.
Pitcher, catcher, who knows? Who cares?
Who cares? It's about the love.
So I think we should get into one more story, because I did say I would tell this.
Yeah. The sexual regrets part 2.
Yeah, part 2.
Okay.
After the fucking evil corporation bullshit.
Part 2.
Part 2. I don't know where I was going with that, but all right.
Pissed off everybody in New Orleans.
So there was one moment that I regret not of doing, but not being able to do. And I was at a local community college for a year when I was switching my majors. And actually, there was 2 very attractive girls in that class, and one of them, I mean, I'm friends with both of them still, but one of them, who's actually older than me. Usually I date down, but I would have no problem. I mean, anyway, this is the nurse. Her name is Brandy. That's all you get. Oh, God, no, stop. We're not getting dirty. I'm just being honest. I mean...
No. I'm laughing at your honest your preference. I always date less than me. I'm a solid 8. I only date 7.
No, not that way. I meant age, jackass.
Oh, I thought you meant...
Yeah, I only date the less attractive people, so I feel better when we're outside.
50 Shades of Grey scenario.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, so we were
every girl you dated who listens to this is like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You think she's prettier than me?
Don't listen to this, please. Stop now. Just edit now. Actually, it's too late. Damage has been done thanks to Chris.
Yep.
So no, it was the nurse I was telling you about, Brandy. And actually, we've been talking a lot lately, and blah 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 blah. Sure, I don't know why you keep saying musician, but sure, why not? Is there a Brandy musician? I know.
Not a magician?
No, I said musician. Oh, I tried to say musician.
Yeah, Brandy. You don't know who Brandy is?
Is that the black woman that's like...
yeah, her brother's Ray J?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we just, I don't know, we always sat, it was kind of cool because we'd always sit next to each other. Like, I would save her seat, she would save my seat. If she wasn't there that day, I'd feel really sad. But one day we were hanging out by the duck pond at the local community college, and we got to talking, and sadly, but I respect this, I really do, because if you're a cheater, I've never cheated on a girl before, I will say that publicly, and I dare any of my ex-girlfriends to come out and say I have, because I haven't. I just haven't. Like,
Please do. Please,
I haven't.
All of you, at least make up a story.
Yeah, make a story up. Tell me how bad I am, please. Please.
You cheated on me with yourself.
Yeah. Oh, that. Okay, well, that might be true. I mean, when I'm... all right. Yeah, when I'm alone, things happen. But,
that poor lizard.
Hey, what the No! Everyone, please ignore that. Jesus. No!
I meant what she has to see.
Okay.
Her, you fucking psycho.
One day you're like, I'm just like, hey, my lizard's dead. Why is she dead? Well, things happened last night.
She saw something.
Yeah, no, I did something. Yeah, no, never. Anyway, back to the story. So we're sitting by this duck pond, we're talking, and I respect her for this because she was actually dating at the time, but we were still flirting the entire time we were in the class together. And I swear to God, dude, we had this moment right there where we were about to have our first awesome kiss.
Like a Notebook moment.
Like a legit romantic, bullshit, dreamy 50 Shades of what the fuck kiss, okay? And
that's not the best book or movie to
I have seen or I have neither seen nor read, so I don't know.
So say The Notebook because
I do like The Notebook. I'm not even gonna lie. I liked The Notebook.
So
I really did.
Notebook.
All right, Notebook. Well, you already did. I'm not gonna steal you.
Basically, like whips and chains and shit.
Oh Jesus, no, never mind.
You just related like a really close.
Okay, I take that back completely. Yeah, no, not that. All I've seen is the Funny or Die video where they make fun of 50 Shades.
Yeah, the movie is dog shit, but the
Funny or Die video, you got to check that. Just look up Funny or Die 50 Shades of Grey. Anyway, no, we had this moment where we were totally about to kiss, and she was like, Anthony, I'm actually dating this guy, and I really can't do this to him. Like, if I break up with him, or I think she said when I break up with him, things can be different. Well, because she ended up breaking up with him, obviously. She's talking to me now, so. But yeah, it didn't happen. And as much as I
Just wants you for your lizard.
well, I didn't have it then, but fair enough. Maybe now she's gonna steal it,
See what I'm
and
saying?
sell
Like,
it.
notice she's talking to you now.
Yeah. But no, yeah, that would be another regret. I'm trying to think of now it's your turn. See if you can remember anymore. I'm gonna see if I can remember anymore. But
well, mine's not all lame as hell. As yours
like
are.
romantic and cheesy. All right.
Yeah. So
sorry, I have a
one time
heart.
I almost got a threesome going.
Ooh, there's the
I was at a party, and I was talking to one girl and one girl only, and we talked all night long. Got shit faced, and talking turned into laughing, just nonstop laughing. And at the end of the night, it was her and her friend, and they were leaving. Well, a guy that was trying to talk to her friend just continued to bomb, like just bomb, boom, boom, boom. And we walked to the car, and her friend goes, "You know what we should do? We should invite him over and both." And that's how she said it, just
Jesus
both.
Christ.
And I, because I'm a fucking idiot, go, "You girls have a good night."
Oh no! Well, to be honest, I don't want to be in a threesome because it's like, where do I put my attention? I'd feel bad if one person.
Oh, man, it's all about,
I can't. I will never be interested in a threesome. Just letting the ladies know that right now.
Your hands are doing stuff. Your mouth's doing stuff. Your boys are
Yeah,
doing
you
stuff.
keep saying that. Have you ever been in one?
I've seen it.
I watch pornography.
I've witnessed it.
Nah, I'm not interested. Like, I'm dead serious.
I'm
not
interested.
interested.
I feel like I'd be too lazy.
You'd fix it. You'd be like, all right, well, my penis is already here, so I'm just gonna stay here.
I mean, you got to work hard just to get. Well, not hard, but I mean, technically you are hard while you're working. But no, to get one woman off.
Jesus
In
Christ,
some
my
cases,
friends'
that's-
kids are gonna listen to this shit, dude.
I don't care, dude. This is not the best.
I
episode.
care. Oh, this is a great episode. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, this is a great episode. I'm saying this is not the best episode or show to let children listen to.
No, not at all. I agree. Do not let your children listen to our
You
shit.
got to put that not safe for work thing on there.
Fuck that. Nah. There are kids out there that I don't care if they listen to it, but these 4 kids in particular,
yeah.
I love them, and I don't want them to hear this shit.
I dropped the ball, man. I dropped the ball.
Yeah, you did. But go on. Go ahead and keep dropping the ball. I want to hear the rest of this.
No, that was it. I told them to have a good night. They giggled and kind of looked back at me like, "Are you sure?" And I, in a drunken state, man, I just was not in my game mode. So I was like,
I mean, I don't know. I don't even know how I would respond. Like, if that was actively happening to me, actually, I do know how I'd respond because I'm just gonna say a little bit of this story. I'm not gonna go into details. Mm-hmm. God, I hope my family never hears this.
Well, let me explain why I said
that.
Go ahead. Because I need to get that out of there. Because it's not like I'm not interested, and if given the opportunity, I'd say no. I regret saying no. But the reason I said no is because my best friend in the whole world is Chief Savage. He's in all of my GTA
His name
videos.
is Josh. Don't use gaming.
It's Chief Savage because if people know me,
okay,
they need to know who I'm talking about. So Josh is Chief Savage. Chief Savage is Josh. I call him Vega.
And I have been too. I hope that's okay. I hope that doesn't bother anyone.
I mean, dude, that's everybody calls him.
I like his last name. You know, I can't
in that
help it.
same situation, let's say he was in it, he wouldn't have hesitated. And when he gets into a moment where it's like sex might happen, he turns into a legitimate wolf. Like,
what a beast! What a fucking beast!
Yeah, what a beast!
He is a beast, dude.
No,
he intimidates me. Like,
just saying beast.
No, no. Why? What happened?
You don't know the. Oh my God! You just said that free will. You didn't actually know anything about that word or why.
You haven't told me anything about.
Oh my God! So okay, now I got to tell you.
Okay.
So he was with this one chick one time, and I've not ashamed to say this. I've witnessed this man have sex. I have.
Jesus.
He is like a jackrabbit, dude.
100
miles an hour, start to finish. It's insane.
Oh God, Scott! Please don't let your kids listen to this episode. Please don't.
I asked him one time. I was like, "Dude, do you ever actually slow it up, passionate?" He's like, "Yeah, if I like the bitch."
Oh my God.
So, I guess that girl he didn't like too much. But anyway,
oh my God.
That's one of the girls that happened with. When it completed, I heard from the other room, "Oh God, you're a beast." I was like, "That is a dude compliment. What are you doing?"
Wait. She called him a beast?
She called him a beast.
Oh my God.
Post finish.
Oh my God. Yes! That is awesome.
dude, and it's one of his many awards.
You know what? Oh,
physicalize it.
Good. I just remembered one of my other regrets, and actually,
Okay, go.
And it doesn't have to do with my friend asking me to sleep with his girlfriend, which I couldn't go through with, by the way. Just so everyone out there knows, I could not go through with it.
Story. Go
ahead.
Well,
you heard that story. You heard that.
Tell the best part of the story. You couldn't do it.
With him. Yeah, he wanted. Oh God. He wanted to walk in. Now you got to understand. This girl and I.
Creepy.
Had a thing. This isn't even the story that I wanted to tell you, which I don't think
you're telling it now because I know it and I want to hear people. I want people to know this.
Son of a bitch.
You want to have a podcast, man? You just opened your life.
All right. Well, he wanted me to lay with her.
He wanted me to devour his woman.
and then he wanted to walk in and watch it. And so her and I have always liked each other. Like, I still call her today, flat out. Even if she has a boyfriend, I'll be like, I'll flirt with her.
So she's not even with that guy anymore?
No. He cheated on her a bunch, so that didn't work out. He's a cool guy, but he cheats on every girl he dates. So I can't.
Dude, what if
Connor is his name out there. Watch out for Connors, everybody.
Yeah, if you see a Connor, you duck.
Yeah.
No, what if he used you doing that as an excuse for his adultery?
I don't.
What if he was like, I already?
Well, here's the thing too.
Here's
my favorite part. Here's my favorite part. She got to choose what guy, and like I said, we always had a thing. We're always flirting, but she's always dating, so there's never a good moment. But she chose me. So, I mean...
You like me. You really like me.
Exactly.
And my penis.
Exactly. But anyway, I couldn't go through with it because the whole walking into the room... I'm good on that. I'm good. But let me tell you the story that I was actually going to tell, a minute ago, that I am willing to tell all the details of because this bothered the crap. Excuse me. Jeez, hiccups. See, now I'm getting hiccups.
It's not hiccups. That sounds like a burp that's been forcing its way out of your mouth.
I don't know. I can't tell. It's like a hiccup burp.
It's gas.
A burkup. But, okay. So, one night, I was at the bars. I was at a bar.
I was at the bars.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what we say. That's what we say, but, like...
I have multiple people dressed as myself.
Yeah, I'm at all the bars consecutively. Not consecutive. What was the word we used for Jose?
If one of your doppelgangers
concurrently,
died,
I was concurrently at all the bars.
Anthony Erdman died at 14 bars and was present at 13 others.
And somehow he's still alive. At least one of him.
And now he has a podcast.
Yeah, no. So here, because you don't know this story. Okay. I don't think you know this story anyway. So I had a nice wingman. It was an older woman I met who was really awesome, and we just became friends. And
you had a wing woe.
I had a wing woe, and
no, that's what me and Chief call those girls.
I know, I like it. I already like it. That's why I said it. I already like it. I've never heard it, but I like it.
Yeah.
So, no, but so we were playing pool, and I kept looking over at this blonde girl, and she noticed, and she was like, Anthony, why don't you let me talk to her? And I was like, no, it's fine. Like, don't worry about it. I'm thinking, nah, that doesn't work, you know? But I was wrong. I was totally wrong, by the way. A 47-year-old woman is an incredibly good wingman. Wing-woe. All right? So she goes, I don't even know what they're talking about. I'm still playing a game of pool now with a different guy. She's over talking to the girl. I don't know what the hell she told her. I mean, she told me a little bit that she said, but I didn't get the whole. So let's just say a few nights later, we end up, Shaboinkin. And here's what happens. I'm not sure if I told you this. I hope I didn't.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm so excited. Go.
So we're in it, and for me, again, I really have to reiterate this. I only have sex with people if I think there's a chance for a relationship. Otherwise, what's the point? That's how I feel. I don't know. I mean, I know other people don't, but so I'm thinking this girl's dope. I like her. Let's do it. And then in the middle, like direct middle of everything, she turns around. That implies position. Oh, too late. She turns around and looks at me, and she goes, "I bet I'm the hottest girl you've ever had sex with." You know what happened to me? You know what happened to me?
Oh God, I can imagine.
Immediate turn off. I'm done. I blame it.
Cocky bitch.
I blame it. I blame it on whiskey dick. And I'm so sorry. So I wake up the next morning. I wake up to her already dressed for work, and she's like, "Hey, so I have to go to work. So you kind of have to leave." And I'm just thinking, "Wow, you are the C word. Let's just go with that. You're
a cookie.
You're a cookie of all cookies. You're a terrible cookie. I hope your cookie fries on a flipping cookie burning
pan
thing. I don't know. But honestly, who do you think you are? First of all, you're wrong because I know who the hottest. I mean, how, dude? I might be a sociopath, but I will never be an egotistical prick like that. What is that?
Prick.
Prick. I'm like, brick. No, but like, for real, like, what is wrong with you? What damage have you suffered?
You took high road, in my opinion. Even like with like.
No, it was natural reaction. It was.
No, I'm saying I would have gone a completely different. I would have went right through that. Finished, by the way.
Couldn't even do that.
But then like as I finished, I would have shouted out like, I'd have been like, "You're not."
Oh, hey. By the way, I mean, I don't know if this is even worth posting, but if anyone out there that does listen to this and they are a gamer, I'm doing a little giveaway. And by the way, I'm going to give it away on Wednesday. Well, I mean, I just noticed someone,
why not?
Some new person who just signed up to my channel. Posted a number, so I'm giving it away on Wednesday. It's Rainbow Six Siege. If you're interested, if you're not interested and you won't play it, get out.
Go fuck yourself.
Don't even put a number down, because I swear to God, if I find out you're
put a letter down. Put a letter.
Yeah, exactly. Put like L or something for loser.
Put a symbol. Put a question mark.
Put a smiley
don't do that,
face.
because then he'll be like, "What do you? What? Put an ampersand."
But anyway. No, I think we've covered. There was. I want to get into childhood stories and fights and moments just in our childhood.
Oh God,
yeah. I think we have time for that. Let's.
I went to a high school where it felt like every fight that broke out between my freshman and sophomore year it wasn't like 1v1. It was like 15 versus 20. Like it was always like odd numbers. It always happened in the cafeteria.
Aww.
But there was one time that it happened outside of school. But it
was this
in school? Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't know the story yet. Like I said, guys, we have all these talking points, and we're not allowed to talk about them until the podcast.
Sometimes we've already talked about them.
Yeah.
But this is one that I've kept very close to the chest. So I'm walking home from school. Which is a rare thing. I never do this. Even though I lived like literally 5 miles from the school, I just didn't feel like walking most days. But
it's because you're a fat ass. That's all right. Just admit it. We're both fat
then. But okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Neither was I actually in high school.
Anyway, so I was walking home.
Yes.
And I was about 2 blocks away from my house, and a souped up, I don't even know what, like a Grand Dam or Grand one of them.
Well, that's
anyway. It looks.
Car, yeah.
If you've ever seen the Kuruma from Grand Theft Auto Online, it looked like that. Just
my favorite.
And but I don't know if it was that car. Like I don't know if it was that car. But it looked kind of like that, but not armored. Anyway, look at me using gaming references.
Stop it! I keep telling people this podcast is not about gaming. You will enjoy it. So, but yeah, go ahead.
Gaming is like my blood. No. So I'm walking. I hit the corner, and that car pulls up. And then another car very similar to it, but a different color, pulls up. And these are 4-seaters, but both of them have 5 people in them. Okay. And so now you got 10 dudes, 10 Russian dudes. And they're not being racist. They were clearly Russian.
Okay. Russians.
They all get out of the car, and they're on the sidewalk. And I noticed that they have stopped in front of these 2 black gentlemen. knew both of them. I knew both of them.
Like
And,
Valium?
Yeah, Valium.
Valium?
So they stopped, and they were basically about to beat the shit out of these two dudes. Well, it was the craziest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life, and I'm not making up a word of this. So
Okay.
please know that everything I'm saying.
And by the way,
is
I've never heard this
exactly-
story, so I'm excited.
Exactly how it happened. So I kind of stopped walking. I kind of froze up because I'm like, first of all, that's a lot of fucking Russian dudes.
Oh, you were near them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm white, so I think I would have got away if something would have popped off. But so the two black, it's 2 versus 10, right? All of a sudden, one of the black guys that I'm friends with starts shouting. And then, the movie Twilight, 10 more black dudes come out of the trees of the backyard that they're standing beside.
Now that sounds racist, but I'm okay with it because that was funny.
What description am I going to... 10 guys that are darker than me come out of the trees.
Why did they have to come out of the trees, Chris? No, I'm just kidding.
There's literally pine trees in the yard. They came out of nowhere. And so now the numbers have flipped. It's 12 to 10. And I like that no one's noticed that I've kept count that whole fucking time. I'm just like, what you think about that? Oh my god! And then all of a sudden, just like with a snap of a finger, they just start fighting like a fucking TV show, like brawling, like gang fights.
Jesus.
And but like old
West Side
gang
Story,
fights, like snapping and shit. Yeah, no, but nobody was snapping. But they basically just started brawling, and I just walked. I didn't run or anything. I just kept walking down the street. I'm like, if I stay far away, I won't look like I'm part of it. And yeah, I didn't see how it ended, but that was fucking crazy.
God.
I was like, oh, these black guys are screwed. And then all of a sudden, these white guys are outnumbered. And I don't know what sparked it, but yeah, that was a consistent trend with Westland High School.
Jesus,
it was like Russians versus black dudes, and then Mexicans versus Somalians. It was just crazy. It was like, why?
So what about
literally race wars?
What about
I never got beat up.
What about you? Have you ever gotten into? Because I want to tell my first and last fight, and I hope it's the last fight because I really like my roommate calls me. I'm the Batman of spiders. I'm terrified of spiders, and I know I've told you this a bunch.
Spiders.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that make you Spider-Man?
No. I won't kill. Is my point. Like I will find a way to cup them.
God. Hold on. We'll talk about that here in a fucking
second.
No. My fight story.
Right.
Fine. Okay. I've never been in a fight that I initiated, except one.
How many fights have you been in? Jesus.
Probably about, I'd say 4, and I only initiated one.
You violent piece of shit.
I'm saying, no, I didn't. And the other 3 were me just like trying to. One was me actually trying to calm the person down.
Oh,
they swung at me.
I gotta remember that because I got one for that. Go ahead and talk.
So anyway, the one fight that I ever initiated was actually with Chief.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
by the way, I just want to say this right now. If you guys ever knew him or saw him before or heard him speak, I'm a large, like I'm not heavy. I'm 6'3". I'm built. I'm ready to go. And if I had to, I will take you. But I will never mess with that guy. He spoke to me once when he was mad at me. And I was terrified. I was like, oh, Jesus, all right, don't mess with this dude. But you don't mess with that guy.
Well, the saying in Columbus, Ohio is you don't mess with the Vegas. They're literally fucking crazy.
Jesus.
And the best part is Chief is 5'6".
Oh, my
His brother
God!
is 5 foot, like 5'5".
So he's tiny. He's tiny.
He's short as hell.
Wait, how tall are you again? You're 5'11"?
I'm 5'11".
Yeah, so you're a little pussy bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
Anyway, so he had called a girl who was a bitch. He called her a bitch, but it wasn't that he called her a bitch. He was doing it. He did it in front of my sister, and at the time, I was very peculiar about my friends disrespecting.
You mean
women
particular?
In front of
Particular. Sorry, you're not peculiar. That means you're curious. You mean particular. You're very particular about yeah. Sorry,
yeah.
I gotta correct people when they're wrong.
I appreciate that. No, I
Learning.
didn't like people disrespecting women in front of my sisters. That actually pissed me off a lot. Outside of being around my sisters, go ahead, go for it, man. If the woman's a bitch, circle a circle.
Exactly.
No, in front of my sisters, I just didn't want them to see that out of the people.
Yeah. No, I get it.
So I warned him twice. I was like, just stop calling her that. You can yell at her, scream at her, just stop calling her names because my sister is in the car. Like, stop.
Sure.
And he did it a third time. So I was like, all right, I got out of the car and I
Wait.
did the only thing that a brother in that situation could do. I tried to kick his ass. Now,
Wait, you fought Vega?
yeah.
What? I thought you were together.
Before you give me any credit right now, let me give you the setting and explain what happens. So it's winter, okay? Real like probably 10 inches of
Winter
snow.
has come.
It was beautiful. We were sledding. We were doing all kinds of fun stuff before this happened.
Jesus Christ.
So he gets out the car. He goes, "You sure you want to do this?" I'm like, "I'm sick of you not listening to me. I'm sick of you disrespecting her in front of my sister."
Oof.
And I go to swing. I slip on ice.
Buddy.
I fall down. He punches me in the face.
Oh,
It's over.
why did he still punch you in the face if you slipped on ice? What an ass!
Well, here's the best part. I think it was him just trying to let me know, like, okay, I could do way worse. So here's this, and busted my nose all up. I was bleeding all in the snow, and immediately, like, the moment he made contact,
I bet he felt bad.
it felt horrible.
Well, you're best friends. I mean, of course you'd feel bad.
We went back to the house, watched movies, hung out, blah blah. Anyway, so that was
now that's how a fight should end, man.
Yeah, popcorn. Anyway, so yeah, if you
let's watch The Notebook.
He laughed. The last time we talked about it, he laughed. He's like, "Yeah, I didn't even think I was going to connect." He said, "I thought I was going to hit you with my forearm."
Oh,
he said, "But I just knuckles across the nose." He said, "I'm shocked your nose didn't break." I was like,
"Oh, it didn't? It did? Oh my God, yeah."
No, it just.
Let me tell you this: it is not hard, and this will be where my story comes in after you're done. But it is not hard to break someone's nose. Sadly. But,
and like just two thumbs, pretty much.
I mean, dude, it doesn't matter. It's speed, pressure, force. I mean, think about it. Our fists have bone in it. I mean, well, I'll get into it when I want it. But go ahead, finish.
Tell your fights. I mean, that's it.
Well, okay. So first of all, I just want to explain to everyone how I feel about fighting. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's pathetic and pointless. And honestly, even if I don't. Okay, so back to the whole Batman of Spiders thing. Let's start with that.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Shut up. Fuck Spider-Man. Like the worst fucking superhero. I do like what they're doing. It doesn't matter.
Don't go down there.
Yeah,
We'll never come back.
Yeah. But I do want to say I do like what the Avengers are doing. Yeah, we'll save it for later.
Save it.
But I personally have. You know what? I'll start with the story that changed my whole life perspective. On violence, on hurting things, whether it be a critter, a bug, an animal, hunting, fishing.
Critter.
Well, critter, like squirrel or
What are you, from
mouse.
the country? What the hell?
No, I'm thinking more
Heard
like
that critter now.
shut your critter mouth, you little shit.
I wonder if critter is actually like a racist thing.
No,
just kinda,
Jesus.
died and turned into like
No, it means like smaller.
You know what I'm thinking about? You know what I'm thinking of? Like I'm mistaken that coon.
Okay, well, we're definitely not using the word coon. And also, by the way, I hope everyone knows. I hope everyone knows we are definitely not racist. Actually, my first and only fight, you will know that I'm not racist, but or rather,
Fight you because you're black.
Very against me. Well, let me tell this story real quick. So it was how old was I? I was probably 14 years old, and I had my leopard gecko, my first pet. Had her for 12 years.
Prime of puberty.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Believe me, I'm sure I have a first time masturbation story in there somewhere. But that's not the point of the story. The point of the story.
That shit to yourself.
So it was winter. Oh, like your story. And well, in California, it's a little different. I mean, we get wind.
Your
and,
winter, my fall.
Yeah, we get a lot of rain and wind, and actually, we don't get enough rain. I wish it rained and snowed here. Fuck it. But no. So I had a leopard gecko, and it was ant season. That's what we called it in our household. Like my mom called it. Oh, it's ant season, so shut your windows this time. Don't leave food in your room. Blah blah blah. Well, the ants decided that they were going to go crawl and make a long line of ants into my lizard's cage. And instead of taking her food or anything like that, well, we didn't keep food in there because they don't eat salads like my bearded dragon does now, but they were attacking her. They were biting her. They were all over her body. And I was livid, okay? I was done with that. So
Anthony angry.
So yeah, so this is how angry I was. I picked them up individually, and I hope I might actually. So just to justify Well, no, just look it up. I was gonna say I could post a picture of this part on the podcast, but if you ever saw those plasma balls or what are they actually called?
I think that's what they're called.
Plasma ball. Let me look it up. So yes. If you literally Google plasma, PLASMA, ball, 2 words, you will see what I owned. I mean, it's that thing from like the Exploratorium and shit. And you put your hand on it.
Get it. Move on.
Yeah. Okay. And I would put the ants on it, and they would fry and curl up and just fry. They would fry. I was frying ants. Because it's heat and electricity and all this shit, and they would die. And I think I know. It was in that moment where I just watched them die pointlessly. Like, it's not their fault that they're hungry and they're looking for food. And that's how I felt. And so ever since that moment when I was about 14, I changed my whole perspective on hurting, killing, anything. I'm not like I'm not some pussy pacifist. If you fuck with me or my family or my friends, yeah, you're going down, buddy. I'm sorry.
You're going down.
You are. Because I know how fast and big I am, and it's not going to be hard. Just saying. Not going to be hard. Good luck, all right? You might get a shot in, and I might go down. But if you don't, you're going down.
I might die.
I might die, but it was for a good cause. I might die, but I'll come back. No. But so that actually moves in perfectly to my next story, which is my one and only fight, which was, I'm guessing I was probably 17. Yeah, it was right before I moved and went to, no. Jesus Christ. I was 15, man. This was right before high school. Or 14 or 15, whatever the hell it was. I don't know. But I brought my friend to an airsoft tournament. Big fan of airsoft. Hope you guys look that up if you don't know what it is. But oh man, we went to Burger King afterward. After the tournament was done, we went to Burger King in our hometown. We got back, went to Burger King to get food. We're walking out of the store, and these two like literally white supremacist looking motherfuckers, like bald white men, much older than us. I mean, we're kids. But they start saying some nasty, I'm not even going to repeat it, but some nasty racist shit to my Mexican friend who is right there with me. So here, let me try to break this down and give you the detail. All right. So I looked at one of them.
Play by play.
Exactly. There you go. I looked at one of them and I said, "You better stop saying this racist shit to my friend. In fact, don't even talk to us." And he goes, "What are you going to do about it?" And I don't know why I did this. I mean, it could have just ended there and we could have walked away. I walked up to him. And this goes back to the whole breaking the nose. I broke his nose, man. I punched him in the face. There was blood. Oh, my God. There was a lot of blood. I broke his nose. But his buddy actually punched me in the stomach and knocked the wind out of me. So I'm now on the ground, curled up like a bitch. So you know what my friend does? Like a boss, he runs to my car. He grabs my gun. Because he had to rent a gun when he doesn't own one. He grabs
airsoft gun. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, airsoft gun. Yeah, all this is airsoft. But he grabs my gun. And from point blank, he just sprays the shit out of them and they run away. And dude, I mean, I was in pain. I was not having fun. But dude, that moment, looking up from the ground and watching him spray these two racist bigot pieces of shit in the face, in the stomach, in the arms, everywhere, like hip firing everywhere, like me when I play Siege, like, dude, they ran and we never saw them again. Now that was the first, and well, I've actually been in a fight with that friend specifically, but I wouldn't call it a fight. But, I mean, it's like you and Vega. It literally ended that same way. It was like one punch was thrown, and it was over. But that was my first and last fight. I hope to never get another fight, but I swear to God, I own up to this. If my close friends, family, anything, anyone, or if someone messes with my lizard, anything, I will defend myself. It's just like the spiders. Like, if you're not in my personal space, you're good. You're fine. But if you break rules, you're going down. All right? Maybe I'll go down. I don't know. I mean, there's definitely that chance. I'm not like
I'll
some
die.
guru, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not some kung fu guru. I'm just saying I will do everything I can to prevent
No,
it. But anyway,
you're no
yeah.
social media guru.
Fucking LucriCorp.
Fucking LucriCorp.
Well, yeah. So that's the fight situation. What about childhood story? Did you ever have any like interesting childhood stories you wanted to bring? Because I have one specifically that I was.
Childhoods, like in what reference?
Well, let's move away from the whole women fighting violence.
Violence, yeah.
Just interesting story. Like honestly, we live long. We don't, as human beings, we do not live long lives. But it's amazing to look back at what we have and have not done, and just be like, wow, I can't believe that happened. And I'd love to hear some new things from you, like anything that, I mean, dude, maybe you're boring as shit, but something interesting must have happened other than sexual or fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think the only thing that I could really, like, a moment that I could like go back to and be like, well, this is kind of like the pinnacle of my childhood. Like, this is the moment that I don't even know if that's the right word for it. This is the moment that
yeah, you actually used it right this time.
yay! This is the moment of my childhood that like could define the whole damn thing. And it was the day that I actually met Josh.
Oh, I'm very interested in this.
Absolutely. So
apparently I can't type. By the way, I hope you're reading this, but I put my hand. You ever shift your hands on the keyboard by accident and like everything comes out as gibberish?
Sandwich on the
What did I say? I said stir fapoin cerner vuk.
Yes, we are.
Okay, all right.
So to answer your question, yes. But to the story.
Okay.
It was the summer before my 8th grade year of school, so middle school, middle school anyway.
Okay.
So basically, I was hanging out with my buddy Kyle, who, for lack of a better term, was my best friend at the time because he was the only friend I really hung out with.
Yeah. I mean, you're young. You don't have a lot of friends.
Yeah. I had the girl next door friend who,
Ooh.
you know.
God, all right. Let me just say real quick. I always wish I had that because my freaking like the guy that I got in a fight with and I also defended in that last fight story, he was banging my neighbor. And then I always was like, not her specifically that I wanted, but there was always a neighbor that I was even my parents knew how into her I was, but it never happened. But anyway, go on.
Just as a side note, that the girl next door for me is actually lesbian now. So.
Aww.
Yeah.
Never would have worked out. Well, it never would have worked out, but yeah.
Well, you don't know. Maybe.
Well, you're happily married. Let's not forget that.
Those are strong words. No. Okay. So anyway, I'm hanging out with my buddy Kyle. We were walking around, and I never had a cell phone until my senior year of high school, so I had no way of being communicated with.
Okay.
So
yeah, of course. I mean,
he's getting a phone call from one of his friends. Who I didn't know very well, whose name is Frank, and he at the time was what you would consider Josh's best friend, and they invited us over to come hang out. It was a hot day, everybody was just chilling, and so we go over there, and it's just the four of us. Josh lived with his brother Jamie, and they had a trampoline in the backyard, and we were all about to get on there, and Kyle does like the biggest party foul with trampolines, and I'm guessing you could probably guess what it is. Got on with his shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, which you're never supposed to do that, man. Messes up the trampoline.
Well, it's like the first rule anyone ever just take your shoes off. It's not that fucking difficult. Take your shoes off.
Take your shoes off.
Very easy.
And he just like rolled on and started jumping. Well, Josh warned him. He's like, "Hey, man, my brother doesn't like when people wear shoes on the trampoline. Can you please take them off?" Kyle just laughed and kept jumping. So he's like, dude, take off your shoes. Kyle kept jumping. So Josh is like, I'm going to beat your ass if you don't get off that trampoline and take off your shoes. And Kyle goes, yeah, okay. So Josh grabs his left ankle, yanks him in midair off the trampoline, and he lands on his back onto the edge of the trampoline. And Kyle's like, fuck this, I'm leaving. And so he's walking off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm standing there, and I'm left with a choice to make. Do I follow my friend who I came here with, because I don't really know Josh and Frank, or do I stay with the guys?
Oh, so this was before you were kind of like at all
friends? Yeah, we
friends.
weren't even like best friends.
Okay.
We barely knew each other at all. I was just a name to him, and
Okay.
he was just a name to me. And Kyle walked off, and I was kind of walking behind just to make sure he was okay because he was grabbing his back. And Josh goes, "Are you really gonna follow that bitch?"
Sorry, everyone's gonna hear you saying Erdman because I accidentally opened that dumbass video where you put my face on your face.
Keep that. I'll talk part again, but keep that.
Yeah, no, it's fine, it's fine. In fact, everyone, if you want to see this video, post in the comments that you want to see. It's hilarious. He literally, one day he asks, well, I want you to tell. But anyway, finish the story.
I'll finish the story, and I'll tell that story. So anyway, Kyle's walking off. I'm checking on him because his back's hurt, but to them it looked like I was leaving with him. And Josh goes, "Are you really going to leave with that bitch?" And I was like, "Nope." And I came back to the
and then you became best friends.
Yeah, 12 years later, we're still friends. The closest you get is the best man at my wedding. He was.
That's good. That's good.
And it actually, that's another story that we got to have.
We need. You know what? That'll be. You know what? Let's just say it now. That should be our next guest.
Absolutely.
Because he's very close with you.
He's becoming more of a folklore than an
They're like, I don't know if this guy exists.
Who is this chief?
Oh man, we're gonna have to get him available on a Friday though, which will be tough.
That won't be hard. That won't be hard.
Okay.
So that from that day on, that was that moment because we spent the whole night. He was doing magic tricks and.
What? Wait. What?
Oh yeah, dude, he's a sick card magician. Yeah.
So he's like a badass nerd, basically.
Jack of all trades, yeah.
He's a no. Let's just say badass nerd because that part.
Well, Bamf nerd.
Badass motherfucking nerd.
Which is a transition into cook.
God. All right. We'll do it.
Now, before we start, I want you to know that Josh is on my side.
Well, also, you just cut out, by the way. But he's on your side. Yeah. Well, look, before we go into that, there was something I wanted to shit. What did we just say that I?
Childhood. You never even told me your childhood story. I told you mine. You didn't tell me.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I got one childhood story.
Dane Cook is next. Stay tuned.
By the way, we're gonna talk about millennials next week because I'm just and granted, I will say this. By definition, I and Chris are millennials. I'm about to be 30 in next March.
What does that mean if we are?
It means you were born.
Are we hipsters?
No, we're not hipsters. We're not that fucking retarded. No, hell no. No, we'll talk about that too. I think next.
Isn't that very hipster-like to deny the thing clearly?
No, because I think there's a stigma involved with being a millennial that made it a topic. Like, let's talk about millennials. And I'm gonna be honest, Chris. It might get political next episode. And I don't want it.
Ooh.
You don't want it. But
Spank it.
But yeah, it might
Good.
go. I mean,
you know what? Fuck it. We've done everything else. Might as well.
Oh, we're gonna be breaking our own rules, but I'm okay with it for one episode. I am
for one episode.
Yeah, for every now and then. Let's say every now and then, like or like sports.
Rules are meant to be broken at this point.
Like sports, you want to talk about wrestling, and I give
That's
no.
Gonna happen.
I mean, I used to give some.
No. I want to discuss your issues with it and counter.
Well, they're not really issues because I used to love it. But yeah, it's a debate. It's a debate. Exactly.
Same thing with.
We're gonna keep it.
We're gonna childhood story.
So just so everyone knows, it might get political or whatever, but it's just our opinions, and we're just gonna be talking.
If you don't listen, you're a fucking chump.
Well, you know what? What he just said is true. If you don't listen, fuck you. Because you're never going to hear us saying fuck you, but also fuck you. But if you do listen and you think that your opinion is more important than ours, just know it's an opinion.
Put it in the comments, bro.
Yeah, seriously.
Bring it up, and we will address
you
it.
hot shit? You hot shit? Let's see it. Let's see it.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm not afraid to talk to people.
Oh, I'm not. You know I will. All I do is talk. I can't shut up. I have a problem.
Tell me childhood memories.
Okay, well, there's one more story. I mean, it's not that. It doesn't really fit with. All right, I'll tell it. Well, there is one story that I wanted to tell, and it's just something I remembered from childhood, and it's neither a regret nor a benefit, I guess, but it was something that I remember that just I loved, and so first of all, I just want to say right off the bat, if you think the word electrocuted gets to be used for anything other than death,
oh Jesus,
you're an idiot, because electrocution implies death. That means you died by being shocked. So stop. Like, please, people, stop. I'm a grammar Nazi. I'm a grammar Nazi. I can't help it.
Yeah, you are. Unheim Hitler.
But if you were electrocuted, you cannot tell me you were electrocuted because you should be dead. Okay. So no. Just this awesome. I mean, the middle school I went to was a private school. It was Willowwood School. Daney Center / Willowwood School in Brentwood, California. Not the Brentwood from.
Boys and Girls. He's that Anthony.
No. I'm the good. I'm the good. Not OJ's Brentwood. Not the nice Southern California Brentwood, but the Brentwood in Northern California in the Bay Area. God, I say so much. I'm gonna kill myself for doing it. I did it again.
Assassinate yourself.
Okay, let's do this. I can't. All right, fuck it. I don't care. Okay. So I went to this middle. It was a private elementary to middle school before high school. And they had like a farm, not a farm, but they had like animals and shit. They had reptiles, amphibians. No, it was a cool school. It's worth
like a mini zoo.
Oh yes, no, a zoo. But like you could straight up play with them. I used to mess with their cock and their rooster. Everyone, their rooster.
Dude.
Their rooster.
I knew what you meant, but it was like you chose that word.
I had to. It was going. My story is going so bad. I had to use it.
I know what the story is. I remember you telling me this.
Oh, good.
Yeah, get to the meat and taters.
Get my Nikes on and get to moving.
Yeah, get your Nikes on.
All right. Oh, jeez, I already forgot the story.
But I'm guessing it has to do with you getting shocked.
Yes! There we go. Okay, so they also had these amazing trips where we would go to creeks and like literally be bottom deep. We'd be in the water. We'd be in the water. We'd be... And our parents were a part of it. The teachers were a part of it. We would all be in the water and explore. It was just like this explorative like shit that should have been on YouTube long ago, because they would have made millions. But so there was this one time where, so during the winter, what we would do is we would go to the principal's cabin. Yeah. And I'm still not even, I can't remember where it was. I'd have to ask my mother because she came with, but that was a long time ago. I'm guessing Grass Valley for any of those who are in the California area. It's very northern California.
Places.
Yeah, places. And it would snow like, well, let's see. I was a little kid, and we were all walking through the snow and exploring and finding stuff and learning stuff, and all of a sudden, I will never forget this feeling, dude. I stepped on top of. Now you gotta understand, the snow was so high that there was an electric fence underneath me.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and it was that packed that when I walked over it, I actually stepped on top of it. Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. I could have stepped on like the third or fourth bar. Who cares? The point is I stepped on it. And I got the shock of my life. All right.
Picture Jurassic Park kid on the fence.
Yeah, exactly. Well, except for the flying backward. Yes.
Don't
No.
The imagery.
Yes, exactly. The kid from Jurassic Park flying that's how I felt. Okay, that's how it exactly feels. Whatever emotion that gets triggered when you watch that scene from the first Jurassic Park movie, that is exactly how I felt. And the outcome wasn't as bad as I thought, because even though we were all children and probably too young to experience hormones and whatever I did. I mean, we all did, I'm sure. Yeah, like little tiny penises getting hard or something. I don't know, but no. So this is the outcome of that story. Our dance teacher who's a very much older, like she was in her late 20s then, so I imagine now she's probably in her 40s, I'm guessing.
Gorgeous.
Very beautiful. And I'll never forget her name, Lana. Lana, like actual name. Not like my friend Alana, who was mentioned in the first episode, but Lana. Just Lana something. I don't even remember her last name. Don't care. But she was a dance instructor, and we were all in love with her. All of us. We all... I mean, even as a kid, I had some friend be like, when we were in her class, he'd be like, hey, man, she's bending over. Check it out.
Oh, Jesus.
And I even remember feeling bad about that. Like, I've always had that kind of respect. I hate people, but I will always respect, like,
all right,
them.
So
anyway.
You get shocked. Does Lana save your life?
So Lana, yeah, he's heard the story before. So here's what happens. I'm with her and I think 2 other kids and 1 other mom. So the other mom says, all right, I'm going to take these 2 kids and keep moving. We're going to just pretend nothing. I mean, like, let's keep it calm. Lana, oh my God. God bless her soul. She picks me up like a fucking video game. Like, she carries me. Like, right now, if you could see me, my arms are in front of me.
Music's playing.
Oh, dude. And she's carrying... Like, it should be the other way around according to movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should be carrying her to safety.
You got sandlotted. That's what
there you go. Yes! And you said that when I told you that. Yes, absolutely. And she carried me.
Still viable to movie references.
Oh, yes. And she carried me all the way to the cabin. Yeah. Which was sad because when I got to the cabin, I also saw, during that time, our friend Andrew, who's actually... his dad is a Ford dealership owner, and he's pretty big on YouTube himself. But anyway, poor guy has diabetes. There's a little kid, and they were shoving old candies down his throat to get his blood sugar up. All right. But anyway, yeah, she carried me all the way back, and it was nice. The whole time it was like I was staring into her eyes, man. I was just like, I love you so much. But anyway, guys, what?
That was an exceptional anecdote.
That was an exceptional anecdote, my sibling. And Chris, I want you to wrap this show up, so go ahead.
I'll see you guys next week. Stay true to you and avoid things. I don't know what to say to these people.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week. Look forward to the next show on Monday.
Shout out to Stanley R.R. Rest in peace.
Yes, actually, for real. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, no problem. I'm out.
Yeah.
You can tell these people I'm out. Love you.
All right, buddy. All right. Look up Stanley R.R. One word, Stanley R.R. No spaces on YouTube. This guy was the oldest 2-record YouTuber. Get out of here, Chris. Your mic's all bugging out.
All right. Anyway.
Well, hang on. Let me. Anyway, that man died a few years ago, and he was just a solid, good man. Anyway, we will see you next week, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.